Alright, what's up everyone? In today's stream, I think we're going to go over, just gonna discuss the difference between the code industry and the VFX industry. And I know that topic is going to get changed to like 20 other topics throughout the stream, but I don't know, I'm curious to see what people think. If they're, you know, in both industries you're doing a lot of problem solving. I have here something called Blender opened up, and everything I'm doing is very similar to code, other than the fact that instead of writing code, I'm designing 3D objects. I feel like it's very similar. Freelancing in the VFX industry is very similar. These are very similar industries, and you actually kind of can do both at the same time. A lot of stuff you could do in VFX you can also do with code, like using deepfakes. So if none of you guys know what that means, deepfakes are these AI models that will take two faces and lay one over the other and make it look like it's actually there. So let's say I put the face of Donald Trump on my face, and the deepfake sees all the ways my face moves around, how when I smile I get this cheek goes up here and this goes down there, and it maps Donald Trump onto my face and makes it look like I'm actually Donald Trump, which is pretty crazy. It gets pretty scary on how easy it is to do. You can go on GitHub right now and download some of that stuff. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that the VFX industry and the code industry does together. Yeah, I don't know. I want to talk about that. See what you guys think. What else? Alright, so now we got that figured out. Alright, so what do you guys think? Code, VFX, I'm not sure. I'm sitting here playing around with Blender, and I'm liking it because it's visual. It's not just lines of code. I'm able to like move this object around, and I was able to turn it into like a physics object. So when you click space and start the animation, the chain falls on the ground and like acts like a real chain. The problem is they're all breaking apart. You see how like it breaks? I don't want that. I want it to stay as a link. VFX for sure is worse or better? What's up? I'm funny. Is it worse or better? That's the question. I can't tell. I feel like code has more, or is easier to Google. Is it like, how do I Google how to make chain not break? VFX is worse? I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with you. I'm not gonna disagree. Oh shit. I can't disagree with you, but I don't know if I can agree with you. It's just like apples and oranges. I don't know, dude. I was just talking about it earlier on stream. They're very similar. I'm so confused. Alright. I think coding is way easier than graphics. Really? So let me go over everything I've realized up to now. When you're making something in a 3D program like I'm using right now in Blender, and you want to render it out, if it has textures and you do fake lighting and try and make it look super real so that you could toss it into like a real video, like if you made a bullet fly and like hit me in the head, you'd have to like simulate blood and simulate the bullet coming at me, and if there's a lot of light coming in from this way, you got to put light onto the bullet to make it look like it's actually in the scene and actually there, right? And once you do all that, you got to render it out, and the rendering is the part that takes crazy amount of computer power. Some of these guys are running like 4 1080s inside their computer, and it still takes them like 12 hours to render out. So you got to sit there and you know, spin your thumb around and just hope that I just realized I had this on. Oops. Yeah, so you got to sit there and like spin your thumbs around and just wait 12 hours for the render to go through. And then if something goes wrong, you got to redo that whole render. And with code, it's a bit different because you make a mistake, you run it, it doesn't work. You just change a code and it automatically like runs itself back, right? But then at the same time, I don't know. This is where I'm like, I'm not sure what's better, what's worse. It's like a weird place. I'm sure working with clients for code is just as annoying as working with clients for VFX. Like if I was making this for a client and he's like, you know what? I don't like the chain. I don't like the size of that chain. I think it should be a bit smaller. So you got to go and like change it a bit and then re-render the whole thing and wait those 12 hours or whatever for it to all go through. Like that could be for sure annoying. So right now what I'm trying to do is make it so, oh crap. Oh man, I screwed up. What did I do? Damn, what did I do? I moved into wireframe mode. How did I do that? Somebody help me. IMO doing nothing is better. Really? Are you sure about that? Alright, well I made a mistake and I don't remember the button to reverse it. So see, like this is what kills me about VFX. Not knowing how to use the tool. Where in code it's like, it's just a word you write. There's no tool you gotta go looking for, right? Damn it. Alright, we gotta Google now. Just for this stupid thing. Wireframe mode, Blender 2.8. Usually you would use low-res proxies or transcoded intermediate format files where you don't have to render until it's complete. And you'd swap and use, yeah, but it still takes a shit ton of time for those. So you use proxies when you're working on it, sure, but then the second you render out, you want to render out at full resolution, which is what takes forever. Is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're back. We are back. Good morning, Soul. How's it going? With graphics, I think you have to focus a lot more on details that people might not realize even how difficult it was. That's true. But with code too, like, yeah, you see how like tough this is. There's no like answer to it. I don't think. Right, but you're not going to full render and then have a client ask for changes. Oh yeah, it happens. It for sure happens. You probably the smart thing to do would be to render at a low res, send it to them, confirm it, and then go and do a full res output. But I've seen it happen even on YouTube with some of the bigger VFX guys. I actually saw it yesterday. Someone was doing a video about how they were working on this, like, I'll show it. Corridor. What's up, Tamor? With angry face. Why are you angry? So these guys make some really cool VFX stuff. They're called Corridor. And I mean, just look at this. I can't play the volume sadly because I don't want to get demonetized. I mean, pinged or whatever. But like, this is full CG right here. This is full CG. That looks so real. These trees are not real trees. Do you see how real this looks? These are not real trees. This is not a real road. This is not real barriers. These are fake lights. Those are fake mountains. Everything here is fake. But it looks so real. It does give this shot, this angle gives a bit of the video game like vibe. But still, that looks so real. Lights and cars look very, very slightly fake. Yeah, it has that little like fantasy look to it, which makes it feel like a game. The whole like joke about this video is they're doing a race with self-driving cars. So they're just sitting in the car and like holding themselves. The humans look, oh yeah, the humans are real. Okay, so this does look a bit fake. 100%. But it looks fake because we don't see this in real life. We never get this angle in real life. Like, that looks pretty real. The human's real, the car is real, but the outside is fake. That's a pretty funny like movie. He's just sitting in the seat and the car is driving itself. That's like the point of the race. Like, I would argue that looks somewhat real, except for like the exaggeration on the hood of the car, on how much light there is on the hood of the car. Like, everything in the background is dark, but the car is like so freaking bright, it makes it feel weird. Still, that's pretty crazy. Alright, back to this. So this thing right here needs to be active, and dynamic needs to be off. So when you click space, they all fall except for that first one, but they need to stay linked to that first one. That's what I can't figure out. All these chains need to be all these chains right here need to be active and dynamic on, and then this one needs to be dynamic off. But it's still, it stays up in the air, which is fine. What about this? No. I was following a tutorial on Blender by Blender Guru. He's pretty good. Can we see how you use Notion? I think so. Let me make sure there's nothing on it. Well, I can't show most of it, but I could show some of it. What I can show you is my private site. So like, I got videos, finished videos. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, so here I had like a to-do list, my daily to-do list, business expenses. So I had like a full thing of money that comes in and out, video ideas. And then on this one I had finished videos and videos. Nothing crazy. I had it all crazy, and I had like a huge thing, and I never used it because it was so much work. Like, to wake up in the morning every day and open up Notion and spend 35 minutes writing in notes for what you're gonna do today, like that killed me. So I just have it like simple like that. I have a paper next to me, and in the morning when I wake up, or in the night before I go to sleep, I write down like, I need to do this tomorrow, I need to do that tomorrow, and then this is something I'd like to do or something. And then I go in the morning, like now, and I sit here and I'm just like, well, alright, stream on YouTube, cross, make a video, cross, edit the video, cross, you know, blah blah blah. Science behind storytelling. I'll be waiting patiently. Oof. That's one I'm still learning. I remember there's this guy, I don't remember who it was, but someone made like videos on the science of colors, the science of framing, the science of all that stuff. And like every piece of like camera work, the science of and then he like broke it down really deep and everything makes sense, and I want to make something like that, but I have to stick to like this shit for now. Baby steps. Alright, Blender Guru, show me what I'm doing wrong. Oh, I know what I did wrong. You copy all of these, then you go object, then you go rigid body, and then you go copy from active. And now they're all gonna fall. They should all fall. Okay, wait, I think I get this. Copy all of them, object, rigid body, copy from active. Alright, now none of them are falling. Yikes. Alright, well, let's just go one by one. Just to see if we can figure this out. God, that's so tedious to go one by one. Almost done. Almost done. And then this one you want to be active but not dynamic. Alright, well none of them are working now. Why do heck? The chains are supposed to fall and hit the ground. But when I click space, none of them fall. I forgot to set the top as dynamic. I don't want the top to be dynamic. That's the point. So that they're all gonna fall, but the top one will hold them. So this project is supposed to be like a wrecking ball. So right now I'm making I made a chain link, and I made a bunch of them. So here, you know what? Let's do a little restart. Made a chain link, right? We got a little baby chain link here. Oh man, something's wrong with the camera, but whatever. Then we're gonna go and make a new one by duplicating and pull it up about here, right? We're gonna go on top. So for some reason my camera is a little broken and I don't know how to recenter everything. But whatever, let's just do this. Alright, we're gonna click on that, we're gonna click R and rotate it perfectly. Boom. Now we got two, right? I grab these two, duplicate them. Whoops. Grab these two, duplicate them like that, and click. Now we should be able to click Shift R Control R, Shift R. Alright, well, okay. Make them thick. These are pretty, if you go to like the real size of these right now, right here, these are 34 meters in height. As like a real life object. It's, for some reason, when you make things really small in Blender, it crashes. Alright, well. You do that, duplicate it, do that. Let's do one more. Oh, there you go. Shift R. Okay. So you highlight them and Shift R. Perfect. Now we got this big ass chain, right? 34 each. Yeah, it's a big chain. 34 meters each. Whatever it was. Now that we have this, we can click play and nothing will happen because they're all active. Okay, wait. How do I get rid of this? Is there no like garbage? Oh, here we go. Okay. So if I just play, now you add rigid body, active, not passive, dynamic, blah blah blah. So technically now they should all fall, except only the first one falls. So we're gonna click on this one, highlight them all. Click on this one, highlight them all, and then go object, rigid body, copy from active. Now they should all have the same properties. Okay. Progress. that was something. Problem is, oh, so now the problem is they're all going through each other, right? Because the way Blender is made is if an object is not high value, if you don't need to spend a lot of computer power on it, instead of making it instead of making its physical, like the hitbox perfectly on the shape, it makes it a square. So while we see a chain link here, it's really a square in the program. So if anything hits that square like this, then that chain link will fly away. So we have to tell it that because they're intersecting, we can't have like squares won't intersect, they'll just bounce off each other and go away. So we got to make them perfect so that they know they're inside of each other. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to click on an active one. We're going to go shape and change it to mesh. Now that it's in mesh, we're going to go and highlight all of them again. Object, rigid body, and copy from active. And now when I click play, they should all fall and stay connected. Magic. So now we're going to click on this one. We're going to keep it active, or we're going to turn off dynamic. And technically, okay, so you see how it's breaking there? So I think I realized what's wrong. When they all hit the ground, sometimes you'll see one of them break off. You'll see it happen. So watch, keep an eye on the bottom. You see how it breaks off sometimes? Like right here, there's like 1, 2, 3 that broke off from the main chain, and then these two broke apart. I think there's like a number of how strong they are before they break. And that's why it's not holding on to the top one. See what I'm saying? So like, because there's so much weight down here, that the top one breaks. It can't hold this one right here. This one right here. These two break. Oof. Now, maybe if I deleted all these for a second and played. Okay, it won't even hold one. Interesting. Thoughts on vaping, lads? Why? Why do it to your body? Is deforming what I have? Oh, shit. It's not deforming. Final. Sensitivity? What does that mean? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Nicotine increases productivity. But why do it to, I mean, you just do shit, dude. I don't know. That seems a bit excessive to me. Like, why do that to your body? Body does not need nicotine. If you want to be productive, then find a better way to be productive naturally. Like, maybe you work too much in one shot. So you try and work like 3 hours in one shot, and then the rest of the day you're dead because that 3 hours killed you. So instead, maybe do an hour, take a break, an hour, take a break, and repeat the whole day, or find another way to. One thing you gotta understand about me is that I love placebos. You do you. It's your body. I don't see the point. I wonder why it's breaking. Let's see. Time for some Google. I'm gonna be dependent on that nicotine drug to boost reduction. Exactly. Blender, make object stronger. Blender chain. Need to raise accuracy of your simulation by changing steps per second and solver iteration in the scene panel. Oh, okay, so the massive, okay. Keyboard recommendations, I want something very compact. No clue, but I have a Corsair, it's okay, it's a bit heavy. Vaping looks really cool. It looks like fun, but a lot of, I don't know. You could always try it and see if it's something you would do long term. That might be better for you sometimes, to try something that's not good, just to realize that it's not for you. That's actually really important. Alright, let's scale this down and see if that makes a difference. Oh, look at that. So they were so massive and they were so heavy that they were breaking just with sheer mass through each other. Look at that. What a beauty. What a beauty. Let's go back. Let's... Oh man, that's a beauty right there. Look at that. That's way too low though. What the hell? What the heck? Oh wait, is it because of this? Yeah. I will fix it. Damn it. Alright, there we go. The thing about this one, comfy, and I could use it on my phone too. What do you mean? I was thinking about this one. You're talking about the HKB Pro 2? If it's $400 and you don't have $400, then you're gonna have to choose a better one. Damn, we went down from 6 people to 4 people. If you guys are enjoying the stream, you can like it. Helps me out. Trying to get that stream to pro status. This is really cool because I could take this after and I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna texture it and I'm gonna export it from Blender, throw it into After Effects, and then while I'm doing a video, I'm gonna have it sitting on my desk and I'm gonna be like, look at this wrecking ball I'm holding in my hand or some shit. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm gonna do that. All right. What are we forgetting? What's the next step? Wait, what did he do there? Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Cursor. Cursor to selected. So snap cursor to selected and then shift A and then sphere. And then you have to make it swing. Well, now I'm gonna make the wrecking ball and then I'm gonna add the swinging animation. The UV sphere, that's what he added. So mesh UV sphere. Let's make sure he was on mesh though. So he wasn't on mesh, but I don't think I have other options. Yeah, okay. Anyways. Then we click scale. So that's a problem. Oh, fuck. I have to stop making changes. Okay. Sorry. Back to this. So click this. Right click, snap, cursor to selected, shift A, UV sphere, scale out. But then it scales the main chain as well. I can see all that physics, man, and that's why it's harder. It's hard because I don't know what to do. It's like if you're trying to program in C# and you've never written C#, it's going to be hard for you to know what syntax to use. But once you learn that syntax, it's the same idea. That's why I think the videography, the VFX, and programming industries are like copies of each other, but a bit different. One is about code, one is about video, one is about VFX, but everything else seems to be the same. All the situations you're solving problems, and you have like an end product that either you're giving to a client or you're doing it at your company. You got to learn the tools you're using, whether it's a camera or a 3D program or a code or like a language or framework or whatever. And in the video industry, sometimes you have to use code, and especially in After Effects, sometimes you have to write some like baby code for certain effects. So that's, I guess, VFX as well. They all have overlapping features. Maybe make the ball larger and then add it to the chains. Let's see what he did. And then if not, let's do that, because that makes sense. I don't know why I'm doing it on the chain. I feel like it has something to do with that first chain though. But look, so you can see what he does down here. Oh, wait. I think I know. So he clicks on this tab. Ah, shit. Tab, and then he goes. Wait, we gotta watch his button clicks. So numpad 1 tab. Numpad 1 tab. And he, okay, so he misclicked. Tab again. Shift S. Cursor to selected. And then Shift A. UV sphere. Then S and just scale. So this is a problem because we don't want to scale our I must be using some wrong setting. Let's watch through one more time. Snap cursor to selected. Snap cursor to selected. And then this. Alright, everything we've done up to here seems to be right. Oh wait, he goes into edit mode. Okay, this is what I don't get. He goes from, so tab is the switch between object mode and edit mode, and that's what makes it so I can edit an object like by like its shape, like details and everything. But when I go back to tab, it's just another object again. See like the difference there? Like here it's one 3D object, and here it's a bunch of 3D little pieces. So you're like breaking the puzzle apart. This is weird. So snap cursor to selected, shift A. Now what if I want to detach the two? This is weird. Why are they connected? That's not right. Let's see. What's up, Connor? How's it going, dude? How you doing? And just we were talking about why VFX is better or worse than code, trying to see which one's worse, just out of curiosity, having a little conversation on it. And now I'm trying to do some VFX, trying to understand it. And it's proving to be tough because I don't know how to use the tool. Now we have this object right here. and I'm trying to scale it and make it larger. So I click S, but when I do that, it scales up this chain as well. And we don't want that, so we're gonna have to restart this from scratch. What if we just do that and numpad and give this another try? So from scratch, click on this, snap, cursor to selected, Shift A, Shift A, Shift A, UV sphere, scale. Why is this so hard? He does it so effortlessly. Okay. So numpad 1 is to move camera, tab is to edit mode. But then he switches back to normal mode. Then he clicks Shift S. So we could do that. Maybe that's some. Let's redo this. Alright. So Shift S. Cursor to selected. Snap 3D cursor to the middle of the selected item. Oh, that's just a. Okay. Now, once we do that, he goes into edit mode and then clicks Shift A. So once we do that, he goes. So delete this. Oh. Oh, oh no. Okay. I got it. We go into edit mode so we can merge the objects, but now they're separate because we're in edit mode. So if I click G and pull this down, let's see, how does this look? That looks alright to me, right?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Oh, alright, Alexa. Thank you. And now, got it. It breaks everything, but I don't know if you guys realize what just happened, but anyways, I'll do it from scratch because I anyways screwed it up. All right, so we click on this and a cursor gets put to the middle. We can see the cursor right there. That's that red circle within the chain here. Then we go into edit mode and we click Shift A and add a UV sphere. Then we click S and scale it up to a size that we're happy with. I'm happy with that. G to move it around and position it, and once you're done, you're done. And then you go back and tab, and now that is an object right there. That is a wrecking ball with a chain built into it. That is one object. So when we click and everything breaks, oh, it worked. Well, that's what it looks like. See what I'm saying now? But if I go in here and now click S, it's going to make everything, including the chain, bigger. That makes sense. All right. Maths and geometry, I'm scared. No math involved. I wouldn't be doing this if there was math. I mean, there is, but I'm not doing the math. It's figuring it out. I'm just building shapes. Oh shit. Alright. Show me how to do that again. Go to the start. Z. And then go into rendered mode? No. Wireframe mode? Yes. I think. Alright, now that we have that, we click on this one and we go snap. So we could do, what was it, Shift Z? No. Just Z, okay. Just Z, and then into. Why am I screwing this up? Shift S. There we go. Cursor to selected. Then we highlight the whole thing. We're almost done, guys. We got this. What is the program you're using to do all that? It's called Blender, as Mr. Funny said in chat. This is actually really cool, and it's not that complicated, right? Like, the only problems I've had up to now is not knowing what tools to use or where to find them, because he's using an older version of Blender. Okay, so we click on that, and then we go to this. Pivot point 3D cursor. What? Pivot point 3D, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that? Pivot point 3D cursor, alright. Pivot point Blender 2.8. Show me the money. Yeah, I should be able to just click R. I just don't know if that's right or wrong. Highlight the whole thing. I see. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, then to get out of wireframe mode, we do Z. Solid. We did it, boys. We got a swinging wrecking ball. Look at that thing go, even though it's totally broken. Look at that baby go. Oh shit. We could fix that pretty easily, actually. By just, oh my god, whoa. By just moving some things, but oh shit. Check it out, y'all. Alright, well, what we'll do is bring it back to the straight position and then just repair everything quickly. I mean, it's better than nothing. What do you mean? It's perfect. What do you mean it's not good? Alright, move that down. Move that down. Move that down. Move this down. Move this down. Move this one down. This one down. This one down. And this thing down. Alright, now we know what to do. As we listen to the British guy. We highlight it all. We go into wireframe mode. Cursor is at the top. So we highlight it again and click this and go 3D cursor, rotate, boom. Now from here, we click this again, go into solid mode, and watch that baby swing. Oh, it's gonna break. Okay, it's kind of broken, but not bad. That's cool as fuck. I thought Blender was just for like drawing 3D. Didn't know it had fit. Yeah, so in Blender you make like it's called the rendering process. I think that's what it's called. You make the render. So you got the wrecking ball swinging. You're building the actual objects and their physics in here. Then you go and add like um. Then you go and add textures and animations, the shading, so the lighting and everything. And once you're done with that, you put it into a comping program like After Effects. So once I'm done this, I'm going to comp it into After Effects. And let's say I have this mic here in my shot. Let's say I attach the wrecking ball to the mic. If I do all the lighting and the texturing right, I can make it look like it's actually hanging and swinging on my mic. I'm sure it's not going to be real right away. It's broke mic. Increase the ball size. I don't think increasing the size of the ball will do much, to be honest. I think it's just making it so... let's see, where's top view? So I think the way to do it is to actually just keep moving everything down. Or just, oh, what the hell? We just gotta take the slack out. Right now, we gotta do it from the start, so. Oh, yeah. Also, this one should probably just get rotated and then moved like that. Oh, look at that thing swing. I'm so happy to see this. This took me about an hour of work. We've been streaming for like an hour, and I built this before the stream, so probably a bit more than an hour. Want to see my first React app? Sure. This is fun, no? I don't know, I'm having a good time. I could do this for a bit. I don't know about doing this for a living though. That sounds like a lot. All right, I think I got this. Let's see if I can freestyle the rest. Okay, let's see if Mike can do something on his own. We're gonna go, and we're gonna. I just realized I had no music on, but whatever. We're gonna go and we're gonna make a wall. Okay, and we're gonna destroy the wall. Okay, because that sounds like a good time. Am I right? I'm gonna highlight all this. Go to the side angle and move it down a bit. I want to move it so that the wrecking ball like skims the floor. Oh, that's perfect. First try. Look at that. That's the floor right there. Boom. Okay. Now that we got that, let's go top view again and let's make an object. Let's move the, wait, how do we move cursor to world origin? Perfect. Dude, I'm actually learning. Build the stack of blocks. Exactly, Connor. Your head's in the right place. Alright. Let's go and make a cube. Oh yeah. Let's make a cube. Oh dude, I'm so hyped right now because I think I know what to do. We're gonna go and scale it up. Oh, what the hell? Excuse me. What are you doing? Okay, so this is an issue. It's putting the cube together with the plane. Cursor to active? What is that? No. Cursor to grid. Okay, how do we move the cursor? I don't want it to spawn an item on here. If so, how do you introduce randomness? Or is that, wait. Do Blender animations always run the exact same way? So you can add randomness. There's an actual, like, there's certain things that you can add random to. But in this case, it's exactly the same every single time. I can add, like, I can move, like, the position of these chains just a couple inches every time I start the animation. But I don't really care that much. I'm trying to move this thing here without ruining the whole thing. Okay, so how do you move the cursor without ruining the shot? Or like, how do you add an item in this? I want to add an object, right? I want to add a cube. But I don't want it to fuse together with the plane. So I'm thinking I need to go into edit mode, Shift A, add my cube, move it up, and then back into object mode. And no, so you see this? How do I undo that? You see how they're joined? When you click on the square, the floor also gets highlighted. It all works on physics, and you can't change physics. You can change randomness though. Or not change randomness, you can add randomness if that's the correct terminology. Okay, how do you, like, unlink? Subdivide? No. Split? Alright, this is where chat needs to help me out. We need to figure this out. Just delete everything. Get rid of this square, please. How do we add a shape without it being dependent on anything else? Oh, I got a message on Discord from Tamor. I'll check it out in a minute. Let's figure this out first. Okay. Blender, Google, add an object without fusing to others. Okay, let's see. Blender, how to add object. Shift A is the hotkey, yes. How do you make it so it doesn't connect itself to others? So the reason they're fusing is because the cursor is on this object. So if I move this actually, I think I know what we could do. If we move this and snap to world origin, and now we add an object like a plane. Ah. Did we just solve the mystery? Ah, there we go. Mystery solved. So the trick would be to slightly bring this up, or actually slightly bring it down. Just very slightly. And then same thing with this, bring it slightly down. And then take our cube and G and just move it around. Let's go here, down here. Oh man, I'm so hyped for this. This cube is gonna be great. All right, so we're gonna go to the cube. We're gonna go to its physics, and we're gonna add rigid body, active, dynamic, and a box. All right, almost there. We're gonna go back here, and we're gonna go and I think move it up, scale it up, and bring it back down. And place it right here. All right, you guys ready for this? Will my animation work? Let's see. Oof. It works. It all works on physics and you can't change it. Oh, I read that already. Now I'm seeing it. VFX ain't that bad, right? I mean, the hardest part is the composition. So taking your VFX and mixing it together with a shot. So a perfect example, I'm going to pull them up again, Corridor Crew. They show actually a really good example where they take Avengers Corridor Crew. They take an Avengers scene and they make it R-rated, so they like make more blood and like people's head getting chopped off, and it's a really funny video. But they show like what it looks like before they do the VFX, before they put it all together. So let's so like the original shot here, the guy gets hit in the head with the Captain America's shield, and then in the real scene he kicks him and he just flies into the wall, but they made it so it chopped his head off. So like right now his head isn't actually connected to his body, and when he gets kicked, poof, the head falls. Like that took them so much time. And then this guy Peter made this like crazy scene. You have to like go and like build the blood and the lighting and everything, and then put it together with the real version. And since he doesn't have the official footage from Marvel, he has to go and remove pieces of the real footage that he doesn't want there. It's definitely not easy. It's definitely not easy. What we're doing now is easy, but the objects have some mass, right? Yeah, I can add mass to it. So I can actually go back to the square here, to its physics, and move down its mass, and technically this should fly farther. Yep, there we go. Now, let's say we're not happy with that, and we want it to be super low. And now we go and duplicate it and drop it right on top, and then whoops, okay, we'll duplicate it, and I can make this one like crazy heavy. Oh, it just it just crushed the whole scene. So this is a way for me to grab these three, duplicate them, move it forward, and then there we go. How cool is that? We just made that from scratch. Nothing in this scene existed. It was an empty world. We created a chain. We made it real. We created a wrecking ball. We made it real. We created the floor. We made it real. We created the squares that it's hitting, and we made everything real from scratch. That's insane. In about an hour. That took about an hour. Yeah, an hour and 5 minutes. That's so cool. Couldn't have done it without me. You're welcome. Thanks, Tamor. Alright, let's open Tamor's link. Ooh, I like this. Controls, okay. New task. Okay, cool. Why are these? Oh, because it's a done folder. Okay, can I make a folder? Hello. This is actually really cool. Did you use any anything for the drag and drop, or did you do that yourself? Because I know drag and drop is a bitch to do, so I'm assuming you did it using some kind of package. Let's see. Let's hack into his app. Ooh, console logs, gotta love him. Sources. I don't really want to go into the modules, but React to D&D, drag and drop. All right, React Beautiful and D&D. Oh, yeah, perfect. Nice. Yeah, this is cool, dude. Good job. We got some errors in here. That's not a good thing. I'm just kidding. I don't even see the errors, so. Everything is managed through 2D arrays, really. I suppose you can add another 2D array to add another board. Yeah, like at the highest level, add another. And then you can like drag a board left to right, add a new board, modify what. Can you modify what a card says? So maybe add that. So like if you double click or maybe like a little button on the side, I could change it to be something else. I don't know how far you want to go with this, but this is cool. And style it up a bit more and make it more responsive. So like if I zoom in, everything becomes small. So maybe make it so that instead of these being hard numbers, they're percentages or something like that. So if I were to zoom in and out, the only thing that should change technically is the font size. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas out there. This is cool. Good job. I like it. I'd use it if it had more features. If it looks better than Notion, I would use it. Notion doesn't look very good. I don't think so. So double click responsiveness, maybe add some text too. Yeah, and just like overall look, make it look pro. Just go on like Dribble and you'll find like a bunch of websites with some crazy ass designs. Imagine clearing the console to hide errors and bugs before the app loads. IQ 3000. That's the way you gotta do it. That's the way, dude. Alright, what else do you guys want to do? Come on, we got the world in our hands here. That's the cringiest thing I could have just said. Get the world in our hands. What do we do? Console dialog, remember to subscribe. Always. That's actually a great idea. Like it says subscribe to Tamor in the console log like endlessly. Just a loop. Alright, what do you guys want to do? I mean, we can make a big grid of squares and make it really small so it's like more blocks. Okay, let's do that. So let's do more blocks and bigger chain and bigger like more damage. What do you think? I'm thinking more damage. So like what we could do is do this and move it out and then take this and duplicate it. And then We need more damage. So I'm working on it. Give me a minute. Just... ah, shit. Alright. We're looking kind of good. We do have to move this down a bit to the left. Alright, now it's going to be very long. Why is it... You see how it's just like falling right through? Ooh. Something's wrong. What if I make this guy just much bigger? So that it's just more power. You know what I mean? If this chain link is big, it's going to be so much stronger. I'm missing chat. I'm gonna head out later, Mike. Thanks for being here and funny. Make a second ball and chain, and when they collide, there's an explosion. Oh my god. The imagination. I love it. I wouldn't even know how to make another how to make an explosion. Alright, why is this happening? So we broke something. I think I need to make this super heavy so that it's very strong. Alright, so we broke a chain here. This is good. We need to figure out why we broke it, how we broke it, how to fix it. Alright, well, I say maybe in the meanwhile, we take these and lower them down onto ground level. And what we could do actually is grab these and bring them actually back up to this. Bring that back here. Now instead of doing this, we can bring this down right there. And we can go and take this and duplicate it like this, right? And then we click R and just eat that. And now we've got this big row of cubes, right? And then we go do the same thing here. Highlight all the freaking cubes out here, all of them. Make a new row of them. Oh shit. This is gonna be crazy. Oh, I think the computer is getting slow. Too much rendering. Computer cannot compute. Alright, once we figure out why the chain is breaking, we should be good to smash the shit out of all these cubes. And it's gonna be glorious. The chain seems to be breaking right away. What if I just like copy, or not copy, but duplicate this and just drop it here? Does it hold on? No, it doesn't. Okay. What about these? Are these holding on? Oh no, computer's freezing. I think I made a bit too many cubes. Alright, let's go back and like undo some of the cubes. Alright, that's the farthest we can go back. So let's grab this one and make it active, not dynamic, and see what happens. Okay, so it's as if all of them got reset. So we're gonna go and make it active, dynamic, and then object, rigid body. Alright, that worked. Now this one we're gonna go and take off dynamic and make it super heavy. No, still won't. Is it? Oh, okay, I think I figured it out. I think I tried to make them a little too spaced out. I think I know what I could do though. I think I have an idea of how to fix this. Pretty much, I'm gonna play that simulation where all the links like go to their max. Like, you know when they like all start touching each other, they start interacting, and then from there. Oh, what the hell? What up, dude? How's it going? I'm not. I'm gonna try and pronounce your name. Abul. You pronounce your last name, Hidari, but how do you pronounce your first name? Abu Lafatul. No. Abu Fatul. No. Help me out here. It's a tough name. Doing some VFX here, trying to understand how to make things work. Alright, so this is an issue of everything being too big again. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and actually just make everything smaller. And we kind of fixed one of our issues. This is a bit too heavy. I mean, we can lower the weight, but I don't know. Pretty sure I'm pretty addicted to Reese's chocolate. It sounds good. Sounds good right now. I'd have some. Well, that kind of worked. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is pull this up. What I want is to catch this when it's at its max, like this. Oh no, what did I do? So let's say duplicate that. So right there. Grab this, duplicate it. Alright, well that doesn't work. Alright. We gotta fix this. It's breaking right there. Is this too big for it? Alright, there we go. Some progress. Let's delete those. Let's go to this view right here. Grab this. Put it right here. And now let's duplicate it and make another one and then repeat it. Alright, guys. Here we go. One more thing I'm gonna do. Never done this before. I'm gonna give it a try though. Is to make another plane. So like this. Right? And then instead of doing this, we're going to scale it down. Or, sorry, not scale it down, but we're going to rotate it using R for rotation. That's not good. This is tough. I don't know what to press, what to touch. I want to turn it so it's a wall. So I need to edit the dimensions. Ah, here we go. Rotation like this. I want to turn into 90 degrees. You guys have to do it manually? I don't know. Alright, that's perfect. And then we can go and first person view, move it to Alright. Predictions, everyone? Go ahead. I'm saying they all hit the wall. Or at least like... Boom. That's pretty freaking cool. That is pretty cool. Let's see if we can export this as a video. Right? It looks amazing, right? Now we can like add texture. Oh yeah, so textures is in here. Wait, so let's go back to layout. Let's go back to first frame. This is what would kill the computer. Literally, this is gonna destroy it. Let's say we click on our wrecking ball, texture paint. See how it's like purple or whatever? What is this? Is that a cube? So like you go and you can like brush on it and shit. I'd like to select that shape, please. How many cubes did we create? Oh my god. That doesn't seem right. Anyways, I still don't know how to use textures, so I'm gonna go back. You do shading. So this is really cool. This I don't know how to do either. Sculpting, what the hell? Oh wow, that looks really cool. Is my computer gonna crash if I run it? That looks kind of cool with the red shadow on it. Oof. Modeling. That's like modeling each square, I think. So render and animation is where this shit comes into fruition. Yeah, I don't know. I still have a lot to learn. Still have a lot to learn. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everyone for being here. If you enjoyed the stream, you can like it, and that helps me a lot. And maybe subscribe to see future videos and streams and things like that. I think it'd be cool for you guys and for me. Good learning experience here, trying to see some VFX. Let's render this out and then we'll end the stream. Render animation. Oh, so we have to add a camera. Okay, this is interesting. So whenever you're doing this stuff, there's no, like, this is a 3D space, but what is the viewer gonna watch? So we're gonna go and add a camera, which I have no clue how to do. Oh, we can add a sun and like point. Okay, so check this out. All right, well, I'm gonna undo that, but add a camera VFX. Add a camera. Oh, add a camera Blender. Hit Shift plus. Okay. Shift. So we're looking here and that didn't work. Oh, Shift plus comma. Oops. Shift plus. Shift plus comma. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm confused. Button left to number 1. Oh, that's not a comma. Okay, that's not what I want. Yeah, so we go Shift A to add something. Oh, Shift A, add camera. Okay. Render animation. Yeah, that's not what we want. Alright, where's the camera though? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to select this stupid camera. Oh man, this is frustrating. Okay, let's see how to. Oh wait, so it said you can go to fly mode by clicking shift. So what? Okay, let's see. How to set up a camera in Blender. Control Alt Numpad 0. So this is my ideal angle. There's my camera. Control Alt. Ah, there we go. Scale, make it larger. No. Control Alt Numpad 0. I want it to be larger than this. How do we do that? That didn't do anything. I want to figure out how to move the camera back. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. So we go and it's gonna smash the wall. Ooh. That's like slow motion. Throwing everything around. Alright, perfect. Now let's go into render animation. That is perfect. And now it's going to render and take a while. So instead of doing that, because I don't want to spend forever on this, I'm going to click on the camera and maybe Control S. No, Shift S. Alt S. Anyways, I'm gonna do this. I might just use Gyazo or however you pronounce it to just do this. No, that's not. That's not what I wanted. So if you highlight, oh fuck. All right, that's good enough. All right, I'm ending the stream. Everyone, thanks for being here. Like the stream,